Dear YouTube.
First, a few words of praise. You've got a magnificent site.
I love YouTube.
I wouldn't be on this site if I didn't love it.
YouTube is a rich, fulfilling experience.
The thing I really love about YouTube, well, you get to hear from people all over the world. I mean, you can see people from America, or the Netherlands, New Zealand, Thailand, so good, Hawaii, or England. Ooh. Krypton?
Everywhere. I've seen things on videos that I never thought existed before, and I could only dream of.
I especially like the girls that shake their booties in their like little tight underwear, and they do it. They go, oh yeah, oh, shake your booty, shake your booty. I love those videos.
I'm always checking out videos, intelligent videos, because I like intelligence, and there's not much of that on YouTube.
The best part about YouTube is that even the biggest celebrities are accessible to people like you and I. I've had Happy Slip leave comments on my videos, I've had the What the Buck Show subscribe to me, and Bo Burnham actually left a comment on my Facebook wall on my birthday. Doesn't get much better than that.
I love YouTube because on YouTube I found love and good friendships.
The YouTube's 08 is the world's largest town hall for political speech.
We like YouTube.
I feel like I've been dating YouTube for a really long time.
Yes, it's true. You have built the largest town hall for speech of any kind. And as guardians of such a town hall, you have a moral responsibility to make sure that people aren't kicked off of the site arbitrarily and capriciously.
I'm sure some of the demands and suggestions that you get from YouTubers seem fairly unreasonable at times. Maggie Mystery Tour says, I really don't care about the rest of it if they would just give me cereal. And with so many people on one site, it's impossible to keep everybody happy at the same time.
I'd like for YouTube to bring back the YouTube remixer. I'd like to be able to go back to my old videos and be able to edit them right there in the browser, in the YouTube interface. Be able to copy, cut, paste, remove music, add music. I want the YouTube remixer back.
A vital ingredient of YouTube is missing. Safe folder and able to upload pictures and audio.
We still have the power to do what we want to do. It's just we've got to be really careful with our copyright stuff, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
YouTube could, at least in theory, be used to jeopardize the security of others by the way they implement the DMCA. So my question to you, YouTube, is what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do to ensure the safety of the community?
On the other hand, people will always be brutal in their comments, and you kind of have to have tough skin to survive, and that's the way it's always going to be. But overall, I think the pros outweigh the cons.
A feature that one person will be asking for will be the same feature that another person will be annoyed by.
You're spamming the same lame ass bulletins. One is fine. Twice if you forgot to attach the video. 3 times is acceptable if it's urgent.
The same thing that is good about YouTube is also unfortunately bad about YouTube. Anybody over the age of 14 can post on here and leave an opinion or a video. And even then, there's some people who are lying about their age.
Some of my videos have pop-ups and I want them to be automatically off. Same goes with subtitles. When I'm saying something in Icelandic, I want to have an automatic subtitle in English, and I might want to have an automatic subtitle in Icelandic for videos that I'm watching.
So basically what us YouTubers want is more choice. You've already made more choice with the main homepage. You've given some options that we can turn on, turn off, different features of the homepage, which is fantastic. More choice, more options, more ways to customize our experience of YouTube to suit us individually.
It's not over yet. There's more to come.
So many different people use YouTube for so many different reasons, but one of the biggest user group on YouTube in the community are artists and poets. Make art a YouTube category. For some time, YouTubers have been asking for this. When YouTuber Cheeky Chen called for YouTube to add art as a category, he received over 350 responses in support of that. That's one thing that YouTube could do, one relatively small thing that would make so many people happy.
I feel like I'm in the underground, taking a ride with on a tube, with many different people. I feel like I am nude.
One of the points that several people brought to my attention while I was YOURTubeAdvocate was that they would like to communicate more. It's all about communication, and so there are certain aspects of the site that we would like to see more geared towards communication.
I have only one real request of YouTube. The biggest thing I think that would really, I think, improve things for everybody on YouTube is to lighten up on the commenting. Instead of letting us comment on only 3 videos, if we're someone who makes videos and is actually very active, they should have some kind of system where we can comment, 10 times in a row or something.
YouTube, your comment limit, which does absolutely nothing to stop spam, but when we reach our comment limit, we have these little bitty squiggly lines about this tall that we have to try to decipher.
And it's not like I'm old, but I can't even read some of those, the CAPTCHA code things.
Do you think you can make them a little bit bigger?
And the other thing on the comments is the thumb down and thumbs up thing is fine. I guess it gives us something to do, but thumbing down a comment until no one can read it is a kind of censorship that I think is unnecessary.
I respect everyone's opinion, good or bad, but be kind to each other.
Generally speaking, what most of us want, no matter who we are, no matter what country we're from, no matter what we use YouTube for, the main thing that we want is not to feel like we're being ignored. We just want some communication. We understand you're busy, but some of the simple ways of communicating that are in place, the YOURTubeAdvocate channel, for instance, YouTube's own page that gives updates. It's not been updated in months. And YouTube, when you do send emails, perhaps you could make them just slightly more relevant to the person you are sending the email to.
Your account does not contain sufficient original new content that represents the uniqueness of our community. That sucks! It sucks because it's not written in a friendly way. It's just not. It's written in a way of, you suck, why are you wasting your time making videos, it's not original.
A lot of YouTubers are creative people, and we really don't like being given a formal letter telling us that we suck. Or when we spend time writing a complicated email about an issue that's important to us, to receive an automated response that has nothing to do with the question that we asked or the issue that we raised. Many of us are passionate enough to volunteer our time free of charge to facilitate the communication between YouTube and the community. That is why this channel is set up.
People really want to see their reciprocal functional exchange between the YouTube company and the community.
But we're willing to put the work in too. We're willing to do that. This channel, YOURTubeAdvocate, every month has a new volunteer who gives their time and their efforts to promoting that communication, that dialogue between YouTube and the community.
I think that the best thing that YouTube has done for their website over the past couple months is when they opened up the community help forums, because the posts made on the forums, they can actually be searched for directly through the help center. So it's almost like the YouTube community itself is what's keeping the help center recently updated with new information. And I think it's a really good idea, and I'm glad I thought of it. Wait a sec. Oh no, that is not suspicious at all.
For I am on the tube, and the carriages are all connected.
We want to give you feedback. We want to give you positive feedback. We want more information. We want more communication.
YouTube, I think, is the future.
YouTube, pay attention, because we love you for the most part.
People have spoken. Can we make this a conversation?
My tube, our tube, your tube, YouTube.
That is all. Carry on.